Guten Morgen, Bitcoin. Today is Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was steady, up about 0.31% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 39.33, a high of 40.09, and a low of 38.51. The range is tightening up. Bull signal. Bitcoin's price breaks above the 50-day moving average. This is a very bullish signal for Bitcoin, but as you know, Bitcoin plays by its own rules. Traditional stock market techniques might not work with so much news and so many new potential buyers. Here's why the crackdown on Bitcoin in China is not a real problem for the digital currency. Bitcoin volume is already moving to Japan, Korea, and maybe even the United States as it flees the shut down China exchanges. This is much like what happened in New York when the New York Bit license shut down all of New York's Bitcoin exchanges. Bitcoin traders simply turned on their VPNs and went somewhere else. It's not that hard. The economic case for conservative Bitcoin development. This is a great opinion piece from CoinDesk, worth reading in its entirety, but I just wanted to highlight one of the sections. Establishing a store of value. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's further down. Cart before the horse. And I thought this really described the Bitcoin problem well. Cart before the horse. This is the central challenge facing Bitcoin scalability. It is not enough to simply handle more and more transactions cheaply. It must do so while preserving its most foundational feature, that of censorship resistance. Only by accomplishing that can it remain a trusted store of value on a fundamentally technical level. And only by continuously providing this with more and more users and more wealth can it gain enough adoption and market confidence that it will ultimately become a stable store of value. Then only subsequently can it become money. We've got to build Bitcoin in a different way than anything that's ever been built before. We've got to build the cart before the horse. Bitcoin is likely to split again in November, say major players. I'm not sure that's what I think you mean. Of course, they interviewed Roger Ver, formerly known as Bitcoin Jesus, now kind of known as Bitcoin Judas. And he says there'll be a split in November because he just loves splits now. He can't seem to stick to a single coin, and he loves it when they make a new one. And why wouldn't he? He's got a stack of Bitcoin, so he's going to get paid for each one of these splits that use the original chain as a base. However, contrary to what Roger said, another company has left the Segwit 2X, joining Bitwala and others, F2 Pool, Bitwala, and now Wayne Loans, not to be confused with the popular Wayne chain technology. Wayne Loans is a peer-to-peer lending platform in Latin America, which has made an announcement that they will not join the 2X hard fork. They say that without mandatory replay protection on Segwit 2X, they would not be able to operate their business without the risk of missing funds. They also say that their customers and the existing developers do not support the 2X hard fork. Most Latin Bitcoin users, our customers, view it as a contentious proposal. It's important to listen to your users. The users are the ones who use Bitcoin. If you don't have any users, you don't have any business. The price of Bitcoin has a 91% correlation with Google searches for Bitcoin. This blends into something I was talking about earlier. There are so many new people who haven't heard of Bitcoin, haven't rejected Bitcoin, haven't come back to Bitcoin a few months or even a few years later and seen that it's still there. Only then giving in and buying. Everyone on the world, everyone on the planet has to go through this process. And it's happening on Google searches. The more they search, the more they buy. Pick and pay double take. The supermarket chain isn't accepting Bitcoin, but they tested it. People emailed me and Twittered me all over the weekend about a South African supermarket chain accepting Bitcoin, the retail dream for so long. However, it was only a test, but presumably the test went well, and perhaps they'll give it another try. Unfortunately, they don't believe that accepting Bitcoin will unlock significant new business, so they're not going to roll out until that point. However, they did test it, and they are ready. Now for a check of the current markets, we're joined by Tone Vase. How's it going, Tone?
Going good. I'm here in Munich, Germany, right after, we had a long meetup last night. Hopefully you guys caught that on the live stream here on the World Crypto Network. But let's go ahead and have a look at the markets. It's been a while since we looked at the scaling because we're not at the same time zone as Jimmy, but soon we'll be coming back and all of us will be on at the same time. But the Bitcoin blockchain has been, the mempool has been very, very shallow. It's up a little bit right now, but look, your average transaction is still only 26 Satoshis per byte. And got 13,000 transactions waiting to be processed, which is, good. It's okay. It's good enough, considering that at the moment, oh, I'm sorry, here is the latest Segwit transactions. You can see how big our blocks are getting. So these are the Segwit blocks. They are now over 1 megabyte, 0.05. And as more and more people convert their Bitcoin addresses into Segwit addresses, our blocks are going to be getting bigger and bigger, and more people will realize that Segwit was a true block size increase. I mean, I haven't even converted to any Segwit addresses yet being on the road, but once I'm home, I will. I'm also going to upgrade my node to 0.15. Very important. The more people upgrade to 0.15, the less nonsense talk of a hard fork in November we're going to have, because those businesses will have to listen to their customers, unlike Zappo or Coinbase or BitPay, who clearly don't care about what their customers actually think. So here we go. So Bcash is at the moment 15% more profitable to mine than Bitcoin. And honestly, I don't think anyone cares. I think people have already moved on. You can see the pools that are mining it. BTC Top via BTC. Even Antpool is not mining it all that much. This is in the last 144 blocks. You still have this giant unknown, which is other, but you know what? Nobody cares. Look at the size of their freaking blocks. Look at this. Look at this. That's the size of their blocks. And here's the size of the actual Bitcoin blockchain. Guys, this is nonsense. No one is using it. Have fun. Enjoy. I'm not scared for any more hard forks. So thank you. Just like Ethereum taught all of us what happens with a contentious hard fork, Bcash has shown us that Bitcoiners shouldn't be scared of more hard forks. And that's why I'm not worried about what's going to happen in November. And you can see their inflation goes off the charts. Whenever it becomes more profitable, their inflation just goes through the roof, right? So fine, no one is using your chain. You're going to exhaust your entire currency supply. And then where is the mining incentive going to be? So good luck. Good luck with that, Bcash. All right, let's talk about the price. Hey, to be honest with you guys, the last time I even glanced at the price charts was 24 hours ago when I did this video. So let's take a look at what's going on. Just been, kind of busy here in Munich. So here's the weekly chart. And again, I do think this fall down to 3,000 should hold the price up, okay? I don't believe in double bottoms. So the last thing I want to see is for us to come back to 3,000. If we come back to 3,000, I'm going to be very nervous. We can fall all the way to 1,300. I mean, this was the make or break reversal. After this, I don't see any support. Any support. I mean, maybe we can draw some Fibonacci lines on here, but I don't even think we can do that. So I really want us to go back up to 5,000 and then basically struggle to break in that line. So right now, the weekly chart is still neutral. If you were able to get the bounce off of the 3,000 based on daily charts, and 4-hour charts, great. But if you're a long-term trader and you're using the weekly charts, you're still in a neutral position. You're still waiting for like that 4,600 or higher in order to give you a bullish entry. So technically, the weekly candles are neutral. The daily candles are generally bullish. We did have this 9. This is my time analysis. Just like this 9 led to with a down arrow, this 9 is with an up arrow. This was another good place to try and pick up Bitcoin, which I also tweeted out. Right now, we are back under the 50-day moving average on my chart anyway. And it's not time to get nervous yet. There was some buying opportunities. Right now, the daily is also in neutral. Is it possible that we now have a bearish trend line? Let me try to draw that. Why isn't this working? Here we go. Is it possible that we have this bearish trend line in the works that's preventing us from going up? And the answer is yes. Will this trend line also coincide with some kind of a giant triangle? Well, maybe, right? Maybe. Maybe. So it's too early to tell, right? I might be drawing this a little prematurely. Let me try the green here. Might be drawing this a little prematurely, but if we do have something like this and it's coming to an end, maybe I shouldn't draw that. I mean, I'm kind of like picking on little things here, but just keep in mind that we're not out of the woods yet. We really need to bust out back to 4,400 or so. And then we can have a real shot at going back to the all-time high and higher. So a little warning of caution, we're under the 50-day moving average. This could be a rollover back to the downside. And if it does go back to the downside, 3,000 will not hold it again. Let's hope that these trend lines that I have around 25, 27.50 and the 200-day moving average would bounce the price. If not, we would be looking at the bottom of the channel, which is the bottom purple line. And that sits all the way like below 2,000 and potentially even 1,300. Excuse me, guys. Had to sneeze, couldn't mute in time. So let's take a look at the next one. This is the 4-hour chart. This also had a bit of a 9, which helped me pause at the top. I was expecting a 1 to 4 candle bounce and then higher. And we're kind of just stuck down here. So let's see how this ends. I still think we can go back to 4,100 over the next 24 to 48 hours and then go higher, which would be the perfect sign. And finally, we have the hourly chart, which is kind of useless. Just an update on my travel schedule. I may be going to London tonight. I still haven't bought my ticket and I still haven't decided. But I might be going to London tonight or tomorrow morning. Watch my Twitter. I'll let you guys know. I'm just so last minute right now. I obviously have no place to stay in London if I go. And after that, I'm going to Milan, Italy, to speak at Blockchain Lab event. Here it is, the Bitcoin Milano meetup. So go ahead and check that out. Look for that. It's down here somewhere. I think they flash. Somewhere on that list. And from there, we'll be in Prague. We'll be in Prague on September 6th to 8th for the Hackers Congress. And straight after that, I am off to BlockCon in California. And very important for those that are interested in learning how to trade, the day after the conference, I am teaching my full day trading seminar. So if you are planning to come to that and you signed up, feel free to reach out to me, and I might send you some homework ahead of time so that you're more prepared for the seminar so you can get the most out of it. So that's pretty much it for my schedule. The Ukraine conference is actually October 30th, not September 30th. I totally screwed that up, and I have a ticket to Ukraine on September 30th, so I might go there anyway. But the
and
conference
don't bury the lead about that Ukraine conference. They say that WAS is coming.
No. That's not this one.
Oh,
No.
boo then. We want more
No.
WAS.
No, it just so happens that the day I go to Ukraine, WAS is going to be there, so I may be able to attend.
More thumbs up for WAS.
Yeah, there's a separate event. I don't know if it's private or public. I have no idea, but I was informed that since I have a ticket a month earlier, like an idiot, there could be something for me to do because WAS will be in Ukraine. All right. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. I think I'm on stop share now, and let me just go to the camera. Okay, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm here in Munich, being hosted, which is great. And the meetup last night was good. It was packed and it was really long. Like I didn't expect the meetup to run from like 7 p.m. till midnight. We were streaming, and I'm like, wow. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for those that were watching it live. And of course, thank you for those in Munich for coming out.
All right. Thanks, Tone, for that update. And my schedule is a lot simpler. I'm just staying in Amsterdam. I went to the Van Gogh Museum yesterday. It was fantastic. I went to a museum across the street that had Dali's and Banksy's. And if you want to see more videos and mainly pictures of that, you can check out @MadBitcoins on Twitter. I've been doing lots of tweets about my trip. If you like them, follow me. If you don't, unfollow me. It's fine. You can just subscribe down below and you'll get the video updates. We do these every day. Give us a thumbs up and a share so more people can find the show. And a quick update on what I'll be doing. We're having a meetup this Friday in Amsterdam, hosted by the BTC.com guys. They're here in Amsterdam, so they know the area. And you can sign up on meetup.com. And we got a couple people going. It's at Haneke's Boom. I don't know what that is, but I'm thinking it's a bar. So we're just going to hang out, talk Bitcoin, good times, and say I should have a shave. They used to say I shouldn't shave. Now they say I should shave. You're confusing me, chat. But here's the donation address. If you guys like to send us 10, 20 bucks, help out with the travel, support the shows. Remember to give me a thumbs up and a share. YouTube promotes videos with thumbs up more than videos without thumbs up. So that always helps us. And we'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Today in Bitcoin. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.